All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to this class wherein I'm going to be talking about something very, very interesting. Something that all of us struggle a little bit with, something that is always on our mind whenever we begin preparing for any of our management exams or even when we are preparing for our interviews and our GDs, which is how do we better ourselves at speaking as well as comprehension? How do we increase our skills? How do we become better at English? Right? That is what is always on our minds. That is something that we all struggle with quite a bit. Right? And why am I qualified to tell you about this? Because understand, guys, um, my name is Prankur Arora, and I'm a published author. I wrote this book called It's Not Funny. It got published a couple of years back, was launched at the Delhi Literature Festival in 2018, even garnered a lot of critical acclaim. So it is a work of satirical fiction, uh, dark existential humor, if you will, and it garnered glowing testimonials from the likes of Papa CJ, Biswapati Sarkar, who are satire and comedy legends in our country, right? A lot of people over the past few years have come up to me and asked me about how to read a dictionary or how to learn from a dictionary or how to learn from books such as Word Power Made Easy, right? That is something that a lot of people ask me. Word Power Made Easy, यार प्रांकुर बहुत बोरिंग है यार, कैसे कैसे करा जाए, right? And my answer to them always, almost always, is that don't pick up these books, don't pick up Word Power Made Easy, don't pick up dictionary. Why? Because see, understand that if you're one of those who can make all of these things interesting, then please go ahead. I hold nothing against these books. I'm a fan of these books. I've myself learned quite a lot from these books. But when you're treating it as a chore, right? When you're treating it as a chore, it becomes very, very uninteresting and becomes very, very monotonous, very, very dull, and you just want to do away from it. At the end of the day, you feel like pulling all your hair out, and you end your days crying and in anxiety, and we want to avoid all that, don't we? Right? So I'm going to give you a very interesting tip here on how you can enhance your vocabulary, how you can increase your fluency, and how you can learn to sound like somebody who's been speaking English from always, right? You want to sound like a native speaker, you've got to follow these steps. Number one, see, understand that on a daily basis, all of us are scrolling, right? All of us are scrolling on our phones all day, every day. We want to do that, right? It has become a part and parcel of our daily lives, and you cannot just be like, yeah, मैं अपना phone side पे रख देता हूँ. I'm not. Don't tell me that, okay? Don't give me all that bullshit. I know for a fact that all of us are on phones for quite a significant portion of our days, right? So when we are scrolling, be it on Instagram, be it on Facebook, be it on any of those forums on Reddit, what you're going to do is you're going to come across quite a lot of topics that you're interested in, because सोशल मीडिया की एल्गोरिदम ही ऐसे काम करती है कि फेसबुक पे वो आपको वही चीज़ें दिखाएगा जो आप गूगल पे सर्च करते हो, या इंस्टाग्राम पे वो आपको वही पेजेस दिखाएगा जो जो पेजेस, if you've been liking similar pages. For example, if I'm liking a lot of pages pertaining to cricket, then Instagram in the discover tab will show me profiles that are pertaining to cricket. It will talk, push cricket podcasts to me. It will push cricket pages to me. Why? Because I've shown interest in cricket. I've liked a lot of pages that pertain to cricket, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to list down five topics that you're interested in. Five topics that you're interested in. Just write that down simultaneously. You do this activity with me right now. Five topics that you're interested in, right? We're going to do that first. List five topics that you're interested in. For example, I'll do this activity with you. I'm interested in cricket. I'm interested in dance. I'm interested in technology. I'm interested in entrepreneurship, right? Or say more than entrepreneurship, I'm interested in business, the world of business, and it can be pertaining to management, it can be about entrepreneurship, it can be about anything and everything. Right? I'm interested in business, and last but not the least, I'm interested in literature. Right. So I've listed down these five topics and I want you to do the same. Right. I want you to do the same. Now, what I want you to do is, secondly, for each of these topics, and I'll pick one right now to give you an example. Say, for example, I pick cricket. Let me change the color of my pen, right? Let me pick cricket. Right. What I want you to do is write down three reasons why you're interested in these topics. Why are you interested in these topics? Give me three reasons. Three reasons for interest. Right? Give me three reasons. Number one, so for example, for cricket, uh, I can say test cricket is like life. Test cricket is like life. Very similar to life. So many ups and downs, so many second chances to get back up on the feet. Yeah, if you've seen, if you guys are cricket fans and you saw the latest series between India and Australia, it exemplified life. It exemplified how we lead our lives. It exemplified toughness. So, say number one, cricket, test cricket is like life. Number two, my second reason for this could be that uh, uh, it gives me opportunity for fitness, right? And last but not the least, you know I last but not the least, a lot of it gives me opportunity to come across a lot of statistics and number crunching, and I love that. These are the three. I mean, I remember I used to play cricket. I used to have those cricket trump cards, and I would play with my cousins all day, right? And almost always I would have that Sachin Tendulkar wala card, right? Wherein he had the most number of ODIs. He had the best average back then, and he had the most hundreds, the most fifties, right? And I would love that, right? I like that. I like statistics and number crunching. I Cricket gives me an opportunity for fitness, right? For example, when I play cricket, if I'm bowling it, I do cardio. I do a lot of cardio. And if I'm batting, then it utilizes a lot of strength, right? If you're hitting those sixes, if you're hitting those boundaries, right? For example, if someone is bowling spin, and right, you step out and you want to play a lofted shot, so it tests all that strength, right? So it gives me that opportunity for fitness. And I'm romantic about test cricket. It is, as I said, it is about life. Test cricket is just like life. So these are three reasons why I am interested in cricket. And similarly, I want you to do the same exercise. Organize your thoughts right now. Organize your thoughts right now about why you love option A, B, C, D, and E, right? Why are you interested in them, right? Now, what I want you to do next is, third step in this journey is that you want to, find uh, a blog, find a blog or an article, or it could be news as well. For example, you're reading the newspaper and you come across an article pertaining to one of these five topics that you are very much interested in. What I want you to do is I want you to read it, right? Find a blog or an article about each topic every day, right? So for example, if you have five interest areas that you've listed down, what I want you to do is I want you to read five articles every day. See, now understand subconsciously what you're doing is you're reading about your interest areas, right? So you're enhancing your expression, you're enhancing your comprehension as well as your speaking skills by reading five articles pertaining to your interest area. So you don't have to look up word power made easy and read about something or learn about something that you're not as much interested in, right? For example, word power easy उठाते ही सबसे पहले you're reading about personality types. If you're not interested in personality types or psychology or HR, why would you want to read that, right? So what I'm trying to get at is that after you've picked out these five interest areas, if you read about these five interest areas every day, one article pertaining to each area every day, you're automatically enhancing your expression, right? After this, for example, for me, I could go on ESPN Cricinfo and I could read an editorial every day, right? So I could do that. I loved the writing by Siddharth Monga. I love the writing by Bharat Sundaresan, right? So I like that. I love that. I love Mark Nicholas, the takes of Mark Nicholas and Alan Wilkinson, right? So I like doing that, right? So I read an article pertaining to cricket almost on a daily basis. Fourth is, what I want you to do is I want you to pick out, three interesting ideas. I want you to pick out three interesting ideas, in each article. Okay, pick out three interesting ideas in each article, and what I want you to, and here I'm not asking you to write them down. What I want you to do is just skim through, for example, you read an article. After reading it, just try and remember the 3 points that actually spoke out to you, right? Skim. Don't underline and pick it and write it in a diary. I don't want you to do that, right? I don't want you to get into all that right now. The fifth step here is, pick three words that you already know that describe the topic, right? For example, pick three words that you already know that describe the topic. For example, for me, you know, words such as, say, exhilarating, right? I think cricket is romance. I think cricket is exhilarating. I think cricket is gritty, right? Now, what you've done is you have scanned your mind to pick out adjectives that might describe, uh, that might describe the topic that you're actually very much interested in. So now, if you're talking about something pertaining to one of the topics that you like with a friend, say you've gone to a party and you're talking about something, you're striking a conversation, you already know words, you already have adjectives at the back of your mind to talk about it, to be able to sustain a conversation around it, right? Now, what I want you to do is, after you've picked out these the three words that you already know that describe the topic, what I want you to do is I want you to figure out synonyms for each, right? I want you to figure out synonyms for each. And it's going to be very interesting exercise, because if you are picking out synonyms for the adjectives that you already know, and plus those synonyms will describe a topic that you're interested in, they'll stick. Those synonyms will stick because you're already interested in them, right? So for example, I said cricket is gritty, right? That means, what I'm saying is that, if you're playing cricket, it's you it's very much like Lionheart. Have you seen this movie called Lionheart? So to play cricket is to be lion-hearted. To play Test cricket, Hanuma Vihari and R. Ashwin were lion-hearted when they were saving that Sydney Test match. They were valiant. They're valiant, right? They were valiant while facing those, short pitch deliveries by, say, a Mitchell Stark or a Josh Hazelwood or somebody like a Pat Cummins. They were valiant, right? At the same time, I could say that they were courageous. Courageous is a simple synonym, but it just came to my mind when I was thinking about gritty. Courageous, bold, they showed metal, right? So pick out these three synonyms for each word, and understand that it could be like another chore that you're doing. So what you can do is you can distribute these topics over, say, 5 days in a week, say Monday to Friday, right? Monday you dedicate it to the first topic, Tuesday you dedicate to the second topic, Wednesday you dedicate to the third topic, and so on and so forth, right? And finally, what I want you to do is, after this job, what I want you to do is, I want you to think of a personal experience. Think of a personal uh, experience. Think of a personal experience that is connected to each topic, right? Connected to each topic. So, for example, if I'm thinking about cricket, when I was in class 11th and we were playing cricket under 16 at the, at, sorry, when I was in class 10th and we were playing cricket at the under 16 level, and uh, we were that was state level. I think we were playing at state level, and I was playing from the team representing the team of Gurgaon, and it was the second last over, and we had only two wickets remaining, and we needed some 10 runs to win, right? And I was at the batting crease. I was the one facing the delivery, and this their premier bowler of the opponent came, and it was the first ball that I was facing, and I just played a leg glance, and the ball went for a boundary, right? And all of a sudden we only needed 6 runs in the final over, and that was basically, and we went on to win the match, right? We went on to win the match. For me, that leg glance that I played, it reinforced the idea that, what, I can stand up to anybody and everybody when I'm playing cricket. It reinforced that idea, because I'd gotten hurt. I'd come four down, and I'd gotten hurt, and I'd come back into, basically see off the bowlers, and the batsman at the next end was supposed to be the one who'd be hitting, because I was already hurt. But I played that leg glance, and I stood up to them, and we went on to win the match. So that's a personal experience that is really, really close to my heart. Now, what I want you to do after thinking about a personal experience that is pertaining to each topic, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to ask yourself, the five W's and the H pertaining to that topic. Who is that experience about? What is that experience about? When did it happen? Right? Why did it happen? Or why do you think about it to this day? Where did it happen? One, two, yeah. Where did it happen? And finally, how did it happen? Five W's and the H. These questions will help you crystallize that personal experience. It'll help you crystallize that personal experience. And if possible, don't do it orally. Do it as a written exercise. Write the answers to these questions, because understand that when you create these five questions about your personal experience, you're crystallizing that thought. And when you're talking about that personal experience to anybody and everybody, say for example you're talking about this personal experience in the middle of an interview or a group discussion, you have those thoughts crystallized. You know what to say because you've already thought about it. And you're not doing this about one thing, you're doing it about all the five topics that you're interested in. You're connecting those personal experiences to each and every topic, right? And that'll give you such a lot of gold to kind of dig into whenever you're having conversations, whenever you're giving your interviews, whenever you're thinking about stuff to mull over, to whenever you're thinking about topics to essentially express yourself with, right? So this will help you crystallize a lot of uh, those thoughts. And finally, what I want you to do is, lastly, review these steps every week. You will come up with such a lot of information, such a lot of expression that you carry with yourself, that it'll, and understand that this is an organic process, right? This is an organic way to increase your expression with the English language. And similarly, if you want to learn any other language, what you've got to do is you've got to follow these organic steps with any language that you want to learn. For example, you pick up German, right? For example, you pick up German, so pick five topics pertaining to the German language, right? Three words, newspaper articles or blogs, and so understand a lot about the Germanic language. How was it invented, right? How is it related to the Scandinavian, the Old Dutch, and the Norse languages, right? So when you basically increase your wealth of knowledge in an organic manner, it sticks, right? Review all steps each week. And an interesting thing is that when you're listing down all these five topics and you're reviewing these steps, you'll realize that all of them connect in some way, because you're talking about your personal experiences. You will realize that when you're digging into those personal experiences that you remember with each and every topic, uh, they'll have certain qualities that will be common to them, and you'll realize, you'll become aware about so many things. For example, the why of it all. When I've done this activity with a lot of my students, what I've realized is that the why is more often than not very common, right? So why you remember those personal experiences is very, very common for each and every facet of your life, right? So this awareness also helps enhance expression, right? So yeah, this is pretty much about it. I hope you will carry this experience anywhere and everywhere you go, and that it'll be something to kind of organically increase our expression with, right? You'll I hope that you carry these steps anywhere and everywhere, and that will help you enhance your expression and increase your wealth of knowledge about language, be it English or any other language for that matter. All right, thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.